Just made to sound fancier, and it sounds stupid. Please don't fall for this. Hi, I'm Kate and welcome to my channel. It's Sunday. That means it's time to talk new makeup releases yet again. Before we get started, I'm going to scooch over a little bit, leave some room up here to put pictures of all the things I'm talking about today, and I'll be right back. All right, that is better. So I'm just gonna dive right in. The first new product that I wanna talk about is from Sigma. So Sigma is a brand. They have, really good brushes, some beautiful eyeshadow palettes. I have not tried the brand yet, but they have, it says a new addition to the Quarter Rosa. So that was a very beautiful warm tone palette. But this is a blush palette. So the blush palette is $49. Looks like there's 6 shades. It looks like 4 matte shades, 2 kind of shimmery shades. I think this looks beautiful. $49. I like the range of colors from that really soft kind of peachy color to kind of a true pink, and then some deeper tones, a more terracotta tone. And $49 for 6 blushes. It's really not a bad deal. Again, I haven't tried Sigma, but this looks pretty. Wet n Wild has a SpongeBob collaboration. Surprisingly, this is not the first SpongeBob makeup collaboration that has happened. Hip Dot had one probably a few years ago. But yeah, this is from Wet n Wild, so it looks like there's a palette, looks like an 18 pan palette, and some other products. So some sponges that are shaped like characters, some brushes, looks like a super yellow, is that a highlighter? Yeah, super yellow highlighter. So the whole box of everything is $51.31. I don't see a price for the individual palette, but like the sponges and highlighters are like between $5 and $8 a piece. It is Wet n Wild. Not something that interests me. I've never actually watched an episode of SpongeBob, but there you go. Colourpop. I feel like Colourpop has kind of slowed down lately. We haven't had weeks where we've had like 3 releases in a week, which has been great. But Colourpop is releasing a new mascara. So I have not heard great things about their previous mascara. They have, I don't even know what it's called, but multiple colors. I think there is a black one, but this is a new one, the Act Natural. So it's supposed to create wispy, defined lashes, very natural looking. Yeah, looks fine. All right, Surratt is not a brand that I've actually ever heard of, but they are releasing these liquid blushes. So it looks like maybe like a twist bottom and then it comes out the little puff on the end. But they are $45 a piece, which is a lot. The shades look really pretty. I, again, have never heard of this brand. But yeah, there's like a sponge tip that I think the liquid will come out of. I don't know how I feel about that, but $45 a piece for a liquid version of their classic powder blush. Pass. So Rare Beauty, I think I talked about them last week with a new primer that they were releasing, but they're also releasing 2 new eyeshadow palettes. I like the size of like the compact, the actual component, but then these like crescent moon shaped pans really, really bother me. Like there's one big one in the middle, which is the glittery top coat, and it looks pretty. Like the colors look really pretty. It's very basic, very warm neutral, but the pan shapes really, really bother me. Anyone else? Like, I don't know, give me circles, give me squares, not this. They look pretty though, colors look pretty, again, very basic, but it's a pass for me. All right, BH, again, BH has had a really busy 2021, but they are releasing 3 music themed, like eras in music. So you have the 80s, the 90s, and the 2000s palettes. They're very colorful. I would say out of these, none of them really call to me color story wise. I do like the look of like the shimmers in the 2000s palette, but the 80s you just have some really bright tones. The 90s there's some more pastels, and then the 2000s it's really a mix of, well, pretty much all neutrals and then a couple purples. A good mix of warm and cool. These palettes are only $18 a piece, which for 15 shades really isn't bad. And so, knowing that I really like the quality, if these were color stories that I was more drawn to, I'd probably try them, but it's just not quite there for me. They look cute though. All right, Makeup Geek is a brand that I feel like is just not talked about very often anymore, but Makeup Geek is releasing a face brush. It costs $16.49. It's an angled stippling brush. Yeah, most of their releases are kind of underwhelming to me. All right, there's a new Glow Splendor highlighter from Makeup Revolution. Like 7 new shades. These are $12 a piece. Goes from super, super light, like almost pearly white, to some fairly deep tones and some golden tones. So really good variety of highlighter tones. I haven't tried much from Makeup Revolution, and I don't really do much highlighter. I forget it half the days, but they look pretty and they're only $12. All right, another release from Colourpop. I should have kept them together, but they have some new brow products coming out. So I do really like the Brow Boss pencil from Colourpop. However, I go through it so quickly because it's so thin that I just find it breaks really easily. So I have bought it several times and they're only like $6, but I go through it really fast. But they have new styling wax. So it looks like there's a clear one and then a dark brown one. So yeah, I think a lot of people are going on this trend. ABH released like a brow wax and some other brands as well. So makes sense that this is the direction Colourpop would go. So there you go. All right, so this is a brand, Delora Jones. I haven't heard of the brand before. It looks fairly new. Looking at their Instagram page, I don't see much posted in terms of other products, but there's a really beautiful warm toned eyeshadow palette coming out. It is $54 US. This is an Indian brand, but I think it said products made in Italy. Looks almost like a dupe for the Pat McGrath Bronze Seduction. Like it looks very similar, some very similar tones in there. It looks really pretty. So I don't know if this is going to be available all over the place. I probably wouldn't pay $54 for a neutral palette, especially from a brand that I haven't tried before. But it does look pretty. Okay, so BH has been, you know, on their birthstone kick, all of which have disappointed me so far. However, they posted a set of birthstone brushes. And these I think are really pretty. So it's $28 for a set of 12 brushes, which is really affordable. I've heard good things about BH brushes. I haven't tried any, but I've heard good things, and they're really pretty. So you have some face brushes and then some eye brushes and a variety of shapes and sizes, and the colors are really fun. So I feel like if anything from the birthstone collection, so like I said, so far none of the palettes have called to me, even my April birthday month one. I'm so disappointed. However, everyone that comes out, I'm disappointed looking at it, and then I see Cara C pick it up and use it and create stunning looks, and I'm like, you know, have a tinge of FOMO, not enough to actually buy it, but these brushes are really cute. Right, here's a really big unnecessary palette from Be Perfect, another brand I haven't tried, but super colorful, huge, 35 shades. It says there's 7 different formulas, so there are mattes, pigments, sparkling shadows, two duochromes. There's a matte cream, a shimmer cream, and a shimmer gloss. But I just find 35 shades completely unnecessary for me. But if you're someone that likes large palettes, sure. But it is about 30 euros. So the price for the shadows, if it's good quality, that's great. But I just don't like big palettes like that. All right, Tarte has some new products in their Man-Eater line. So it looks like there is a eye and cheek palette, so very pinky tones, some lashes, a liner, and some lip products. Just looks boring to me, and very, very light shades, so not very accessible for anyone much deeper than myself. Tarte is a brand that, again, like, there hasn't been anything in a long time that's really made me excited about it, so I'm not surprised that this doesn't either. And also from Tarte, they have Maracuja Juicy Lips. So these are $19 balm color gloss and treatment all in one. So basically a tinted balm for 19 bucks, which is fine if it's good. Not exciting, I'll pass. Lethal Cosmetics is another brand that I haven't tried yet. Teresa is Dead has tempted me many times, but haven't taken the dive. I have a hard time like curating my own palettes, thinking that like I'm afraid to miss out on other colors. And they've had some really beautiful pre-made palettes available. I just haven't bought any, but they do have some liquid multi-chromes coming out, and these look really pretty. I've only tried one liquid multi-chrome, and that was one of the Natasha Denona ones, and it is beautiful. I really like the look of some of these lighter ones, the ones closer to the wrist on these models, but it says cost is between 21 and 24 euros for either 7 milliliters or 24.24 ounces. So yeah, they look pretty. All right, Too Faced is releasing their lip injection in a cream. I've tried the lip injection gloss and wow, it burns. And I don't notice any difference. And I don't think it makes a difference other than making your lips feel like they're maybe plumping because of the tingling. But these are $25 a piece. There are 10 shades, plumping and volumizing, doubt it, but there it is. All right, some more lip products. We have from Huda Beauty some bullet lipsticks. So these are new lipsticks and lip liners. It's their Power Bullet Cream Glow Lipstick for $25. And the liners for $19. It says that's a new formula. They look pretty, a good range of nude shades. I'm not buying a lot of lip products right now, you know, until we're really done with masks. I put lipsticks on like to take a picture and to make a video, and that's about it. All right, It's Belle Cosmetics has been sneak peeking their new product, so it looks like maybe some loose pigments. Let me see if I'm right. Okay, so I don't see a lot of details, but I think maybe it's loose glittery pigments. And the one shown here is just beautiful and shimmery, and I want like the one on the lower left looks really pretty. Yeah, so not sure what this is going to be, but you can see the little pot. So again, thinking maybe loose pigments. I missed out on the Break the Rules palette. Still totally interested, but I'm curious to see what all is coming with this. All right, Winky Lux is releasing some new lip products, so Neapolitan themed, so it looks like a gloss and a balm. So 18 bucks a piece for Neapolitan gloss and balms. Is it Ace Beauty, Ace Beauty, Ace Beaut? I say Ace Beauty, whether that's right or wrong, but they are releasing some eye primer base in 3 shades, so kind of like what the Juvia's Place release was. However, the Juvia's went a lot lighter, so I'm glad I picked that one up. But yeah, these will be $15 a piece, US, so yeah, eye primers. All right, another indie release from Flawless Cosmetics. It's not a brand that I've heard of. I feel like I'm always talking about brands I haven't heard of. But this is actually really pretty. This is the Aurora palette, so colors inspired by the night sky, celestial lights. It's $39 US. Again, I haven't heard of the brand. I don't know quality or anything, but this is a really pretty range of colors. I'm not gonna get it, but I think it's pretty. All right, there's a little sneak peek from Menagerie. It looks like they have a collab palette. So I don't know that Menagerie has ever done a collab before. It's not a brand that I've been following for a long time, but I could see it being a few different people, possibly like Annette from Annette's Makeup Corner. Amy Loves Makeup, I could see it being with her. So yeah, sneak peek, curious to see what it's going to be. Both of them are really into beautiful colors, so maybe something bright and interesting. Haven't tried the brand yet, hoping for a reason to, so we'll see. Right, Terra Moons is releasing some new multi-chromes, available on the 16th. These look really beautiful. I really like Terra Moons. I have a handful of their single shadows, and yeah, these look pretty. Like, especially the one on the pinky down there, and then the one on, actually they're all really pretty, so we'll see. And Natasha Denona has a few 5-pan palettes, so I think these are not her minis. These are like the full-size 5-pan palettes. It says in the April BoxyCharm, so I'm not sure that they're available outside of that, but there's one just straight up neutral, which I feel like she's released several 5-pans that are pretty straight up neutral. And then there's another one, so that must be the Jubilee. That actually looks kind of interesting. There's a pretty kind of coral pink. It looks like possibly a black matte, a light yellow shimmer, and then a pretty blue shimmer. So that looks cute. I see a lot of comments like very against the top one, like wondering why the black is there. And I actually think having a black in a small palette can be really nice, especially when you have lighter tones. It really makes it more diverse, and you can do a lot more different things. You can lay a black down and pack a shimmer on top, and it completely changes the look of a shimmer. So I don't have an issue with that. I think it's cute. Dandelions Co. is releasing some new shimmers, so it looks like 4 really pretty springy shades. Another brand I haven't tried, but they look really pretty. They look very springy. I think out of these, I'm mostly drawn to that really soft green shade. Shocker, but very pretty. And the last thing I want to talk about this week is probably, to me, the most puzzling release, but it is from KKW. So this is confusing. I look at it and I think, oh, like a contour bronzer duo, right? Right? No. These are called eye contour duos. Eye contour. So reading the description, it's eyeshadow duos for 24 bucks a piece. And I mean, the neutral is very on brand with KKW. Like, I don't hate the packaging. It's very simple and sleek, which is fine. But like, why not call it just like an eyeshadow duo? Why is it an eye contour duo? I mean, when you're putting tan shadows on your eyes, you're essentially contouring the outer corner. What? Like, why? Eye contour duo. It's just made to sound fancier, and it sounds stupid. The brush is $18. You can get a brush and a duo for $36 for 2 nude matte shadows. But why? Like, please don't fall for this. Like, don't fall for it. Don't fall for the marketing. You could even use your bronzer and do it. Use any 2 nude eyeshadows you have. You don't need 2 specially labeled as eye contour. It's eyeshadow. It's just nude eyeshadow. Overpriced nude eyeshadow. Don't fall for it. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought of these products. Is there anything you're picking up? I don't think I will be this week, but to each his own. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.